Hey everyone, today I'm going to look over some natural remedies for menopause sleep problems. Now, obviously, menopause can cause a lot of sleep issues like insomnia, hot flashes, night sweats, and I can tell you that all three of these are highly disruptive. But there are some natural ways that you can try to improve your sleep quality without turning immediately to prescriptions. So, the first is establishing a good sleep schedule. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have what's called good sleep hygiene. We very easily overlook the importance of sleep hygiene, which means going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends. I know that sucks, especially if the kids are gone, but it's crucial to having a good habit. And then it's important to have a good bedtime routine, doing things like listening to calming music, taking a warm bath, doing some light yoga or stretching, or meditating right before bed. Now, part of that is, in my opinion, having a good sleep system. And that starts over here with 8 sleep. This is a natural way that you can improve your sleep, keeping with that sleep schedule and making sure that you have a relaxing bedtime routine, but that you also let technology help you with things like temperature regulation, using your biometrics. So that's one of the things I really like here about the pod. So the way the pod works is you have a full setup for your room. You have something that goes over your mattress, you have that base, and then you have that blanket. It's all connected to the same unit, which tracks your biometrics throughout the night. So it has things like light elevation. If you go to bed and you start reading a book before bed, it will naturally elevate where you are reading. And then as you start to drift off, the elevation changes. As you start to move through your cycle, that blanket and the hydropowered blanket that uses water systems inside to change temperature will help make sure you are at an ideal temperature. You won't have to deal with things like the heat buildup that comes from a weighted blanket. I love weighted blankets. I have them, but I'm always too hot in the middle of the night. I fall asleep just fine and then I wake up dying and sweating, and nobody wants that. They're also really hard to wash. Now, this unit plays music if you want it until you fall asleep. It will again track that data. So it's figuring out where you are in your sleep cycle and changing things. It's also giving you that light little vibration as a form of a wake up. So this is something that I really like. It is a more comprehensive system that helps you improve your overall lifestyle. It'll help you with temperature regulation. It'll help you with menopause related sleep issues, whether that's hot flashes or night sweats. There's a lot to be seen here and a lot to truly appreciate. Now, some other options include guided meditation. So managing your stress with meditation and yoga is incredibly important. Now, that's something you can do during the day or as you're falling asleep. You can use it in conjunction with that 8 sleep pod as well. I like to use guided meditation. So there are a lot of places you can go. Mindful and Headspace is one that I use, and UCLA Mindful. So these are all great options for making sure that you have something you want to listen to, something that really fits with your time frame. You might want something short, quick body scan, 3 minutes. You might want something longer, like loving kindness meditation, 10 minutes. They also have them in different languages, which I absolutely love. So I might want something in German, which helps me because I don't have to struggle as much. And I might have my partner want something in Japanese. Well, here we go. We have things that work with different languages. So this is going to be an ideal place to start if you are trying to deal with those sleep issues from menopause in a natural way by reducing stress. Now, on that note, exercise in the day, especially early in the day, can improve your sleep quality. But for me, doing simple things like yoga before bed is important. Now, I use Aloe Moves. I've used them for a while. They have a lot of options here. And what I like is that they do have mindfulness. So I can actually do guided meditation through here. I can do sound therapy. I can also find fitness classes. And with that, I can choose the yoga class that I want based on something like restorative practices. I do have a few people I regularly follow here, and their content, this one right here, MC Yogi, uh, I absolutely love. I do this before bed, and I don't even always get through a whole class. I might get through just 10 minutes and I feel relaxed and ready to go. There are a lot of Dylan Werner is another one that I like. But these are all the same people that I will start a course before I go to bed, and that is part of that bedtime routine. Similarly, you can invest in melatonin. I take melatonin. It's a hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycles, and it can be a very useful option for women who are looking for a natural supplement that they can take. It's over the counter. You can find them in easy gummies. Black Cohosh is similar. There's a lot here that is supportive for sleep quality. It's particularly useful for menopause-related sleep problems because it has been shown to reduce hot flashes and night sweats. So if that's something that you are trying to deal with in particular, you can see here it's going to help you manage a lot of those studies, or a lot of those issues. Several studies working to confirm the efficacy of those issues, and I have found that it's very useful. Then we have aromatherapy. Aromatherapy can be very useful as well. If you are looking for a natural remedy for menopause sleep problems, you can even incorporate aromatherapy into things like the 8 Sleep Pod. You can have essential oils near your bedside, or have things like candles that have those same scents burning out as you are doing your light stretching before bed, things like chamomile, lavender, and in particular. Barring that, I would suggest herbal remedies, though of course not right before bed. Chamomile tea can be equally useful, and valerian root. Valerian root is something I use. I absolutely love it. I actually think it's more efficacious than melatonin for helping me stay asleep, because I often wake up with the things like night sweats. I will warn you though, it does somehow give really bizarre nightmares. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I wake up just horrified. But either way, I feel rested when I wake up. So a lot of options, but whether you're taking supplements or finding a yoga class that works for you, listening to guided meditation, the most important thing is, of course, having the regular sleep routine, and in my mind, investing in a unit that is going to encourage that with this comprehensive pod system, and of course the temperature regulation based on where you are in your sleep cycle.